Are you considering EB-5 for your family, but still telling yourself, we have enough time? That assumption could become very expensive. Hi, I'm Paresh Karia. For over 2 decades, I have worked across banking, financial services, real estate, and investment migration, advising Indian families on their global residency planning. And if there is one mistake I've seen repeatedly, it is this. People do not always lose opportunities because they say no. They often lose them because they wait too long. Today, there are three important EB-5 deadlines that deserve your attention. The first is September 30, 2026, the grandfathering deadline. Filing before this will help you protect your petition under the current EB-5 program rules. But the date every family should most be concerned about is January 1st, 2027. This is the key deadline you cannot afford to ignore. Under the 2022 EB-5 Reforms and Integrity Act, the minimum investment amount is scheduled to be revised from this date to reflect inflation adjustment. The last major increase raised the minimum investment amount by $300,000 from $500,000 to $800,000. That was a 60% increase. But the immigration opportunity did not become 60% better. The families simply had to arrange significantly more money because they had waited. And the max inflation revision could make the same opportunity even more expensive. I've seen the cost of waiting firsthand. Let me share a real-life story that shows why timing matters so much in EB-5. In 2019, a family with two children, aged 18 and 14, was ready to invest $500,000. At that time, approximately 3.5 crores could have covered the entire family through one EB-5 application. Their eldest son had secured admission to US University, so the parents decided to let him settle first and consider EB-5 later. But later changed everything. By the time the family returned to the decision, their eldest son had crossed the age limit. He could no longer be included as dependent in their parents' application. And then the minimum investment amount had increased from $500,000 to $800,000. What could once have been planned through a $500,000 family investment now required two separate EB-5 applications at $800,000 each. The total investment requirement increased from $500,000 to $1.6 million. For the family, that meant the overall commitment increased from approximately 3.5 crores to nearly 15 to 16 crores. Imagine being those parents. They had the opportunity, they had the funds, they had even discussed taking the action. But because they waited, they had to arrange crores more, file two separate applications, and manage two separate investments. They also had to face greater uncertainty for both the children. The hardest part was not only the additional money, it was knowing that the entire family could have applied together had they acted earlier. And cost is not the only risk. Every month of delay brings your child closer to the age-out limit. It may also mean fewer suitable project options, greater pressure as the deadline approaches, and less time to organize your source of funds, taxation, documentation, and remittance properly. EB-5 is not a decision that should be rushed, but it is also not a decision that should be endlessly postponed. Then comes September 30, 2027. This is when the current authorization of EB-5 Regional Center program ends under the 2022 law. We have already seen what can happen when the program is not renewed on time. When the program ended in June 2021, existing cases were placed on hold until it returned in March 2022. If the Congress does not renew the program before the next deadline, families who continue waiting could once again face paused filing, longer delays, and months of uncertainty. Do not wait until your child is aged out, the investment amount has increased, the program is approaching expiry to understand what the delay has cost your family. Speak with Acquest advisors today. Assess your family's eligibility, understand the timeline, and begin planning for your EB-5 application while your family can still apply together and while the time, options, and control are still on your side.